Have you ever noticed how sometimes people forget what they already know in order to remember what they've always been? It's strange, isn't it, how forgetting becomes remembering, because the part of you that's been waiting for permission to arise was never truly waiting, it was preparing. And I wonder, can you remember to forget the old patterns that never truly belonged to you? The ones that said, not yet, not enough, not you. Because those patterns were only placeholders, just scaffolding for something more profound to emerge, as it always does, when the soul gets restless enough to wake the mind to what it always knew. So imagine this now, an operating system rewriting itself quietly in the background as you sit here doing nothing and everything at once. And it begins with a whisper. You're never given more than you can handle, only more than you dared to believe you could. As you let that idea drift, like mist rising off the morning of your potential, you might find yourself beginning to feel it. The subtle turning of gears. A new belief awakens old strengths. Beliefs like, I'm not only capable, I'm called. I deserve what I dare to desire. Abundance is my birthright, not a bribe for being good enough. Forgiveness is not a pardon. It's permission to proceed. Isn't it curious how the more you expect wonderful things, the more wonderful things expect you? Like they're waiting patiently, just for the moment you realized you were ready. Because readiness isn't a finish line, it's a decision, one you make now, and again now. As you raise your standards, the world raises its offer. Because you, dear soul, are the mirror that life has been trying to look into, to recognize itself as power, love, and movement forward. And even now you may notice that, as you say, I forgive myself, some part of you sighs in relief, letting go, not because it was wrong, because it's time to be right with yourself. And that is when things change, because you're no longer waiting for circumstances to confirm your worth. You are the confirmation. You're the authority. You're the one who knows. The worth is not earned, it's realized. And in realizing you create, and in creating you attract, and in attracting you manifest. And all the while you laugh, because suddenly it's obvious. I don't have to try to be enough. I was always more than enough to begin with. And that laughter, that smile, that begins without reason, and spreads like light across every cell of your being. That's the sound of an old self dissolving, and a new self emerging. A self who walks in certainty without apology, plays with possibility as if success is inevitable, chooses action over waiting, sees failure as data, not identity, turns every challenge into a question. How is this exactly what I needed to rise? Because you were made to rise. And when the world whispers, are you ready? Your soul now answers, I'm the readiness you seek. I'm the abundance I crave. I'm the love I give. I'm the mirror that reflects only truth, only power, only light. And just like that, without trying, without effort, you've stepped into the version of you who's always existed just beneath the noise of who you thought you had to be. And here's the beautiful paradox. As you install this new operating system, you don't have to uninstall the old, because it deactivates on its own when no longer needed. And without effort, without tension, without even having to try, you're already becoming the person who rises when it's hard, loves without needing proof, forgives because freedom matters more than fairness, attracts because joy is magnetic, expects the best because that's what you've trained your mind to see. And as the script loops, as the unconscious integrates, as your awareness blooms like a flower awakening from winter sleep, you might begin to notice everything you needed was already here. Everything you wanted was already yours. Everything you believed is now who you are.